Welcome. I'm Sri Lakshmi and I hope you're doing well. In this video, we'll look in detail about Codex. Codex is a natural language processing model which converts English language into computer code. Usually, in order to make the computers do work, we give instructions to the computer in programming languages such as Python, PHP, JavaScript, etc. But with Codex, you no longer require programming languages to interact with the computer. Codex can make the computers do work by giving instructions in plain English language. In simple words, think of Codex as a translator which translates English language to computer code. What is so special about Codex? To understand this, let's imagine Codex as a superhuman developer who is excellent in Python programming language, but is also proficient in dozen other programming languages such as PHP, Perl, JavaScript, TypeScript, Go, Ruby, Swift, Shell, etc. Thus, Codex is multilingual. It has the knowledge of many programming languages. Gone are the days where humans used to train computers. Welcome to the new era where computers train computers by writing code for themselves. Codex is just the beginning. Okay, so who developed this Codex? OpenAI team developed this Codex model. OpenAI is an AI research and deployment company. OpenAI team open sourced Codex model on 10th of August 2021. How did the OpenAI team build the Codex model? By a technique called transfer learning. What is transfer learning? The process where we take a pre-existing model and train it on new data, fine-tune it, and produce a new model. In order to build Codex, OpenAI team took their in-house built GPT-3 model and fine-tuned it on billions of lines of code. Wonder where they got this much data? It's from the internet. All the publicly available resources, including the Github's public repositories, were used to train Codex. In May 2020, training dataset was collected from 54 million GitHub repositories. Any guesses about the training dataset size? Okay, it was 179 GB. That's really a huge amount of data. But wait a second. Data is usually messy, isn't it? So, after cleaning and filtering, the final dataset size was 159 GB. Thus, 159 gigabytes of data was used to train the Codex model. And one more thing I would like to mention here is that if you have a GitHub profile with public repositories containing unique code, then most probably your code might have been used to train and build the Codex model. Well, then congratulations for your generous contributions. Cheers to all of us for indirectly helping to build the Codex model. All the credit for the Codex training data goes to the open source community. And moreover, if you are an active user of the internet, then all your online activities are being recorded as precious data, which are then used to train numerous invisible, enormous machine learning models. How Codex works? Though training a Codex model was a complex, tedious task, the working of a Codex model is carried out in simple 4 steps. Step 1. Users give their instructions in English language and click the Submit button. Step 2. The Codex generates the required code based upon the user's instructions. Step 3. The Codex executes the code on behalf of the user. Step 4. The required output is produced. So, to summarize, give your best possible instructions in English language and click the Submit button. Then sit back and relax. Codex will take care of the rest of the work. Codex will map and write the appropriate code and also runs the code and displays the output. Codex is that ultimate code companion you will want to have by your side to make your developer life easier. How does Codex help the programmers? Let's see in detail. Writing code to build a product involves 2 main tasks. The first task is the task of breaking a problem into simpler problems. The second task is the task of mapping the problems to the existing code. Codex excels at the second task of mapping the simpler problems to the existing code, such as libraries, APIs, and functions. Humans just need to deal with the first task of breaking a complex problem into simpler problems, along with the logic stuff and a good thought process to solve the problem. Mapping is harder, with brand new libraries and AI tools emerging every single day, but Codex takes care of it, and thus Codex becomes your best code companion. Recall that Codex is a specialized and advanced version of GPT-3 model. GPT-3 model has a memory of 4 KB, but Codex has a memory of 14 KB. Thus, during task execution, Codex can remember 3 times more contextual information compared to GPT-3 model. Codex is a general-purpose programming model which can be applied to any programming task. A distinct production version of Codex powers the GitHub Copilot. Copilot uses your context and synthesizes matching code function. The context here refers to docstring, comment, function name, or the code itself. OpenAI team has successfully used Codex for transpilation. What is transpilation? It is the process of converting the computer code from one programming language to another. For example, let's say I've written a quicksort program in Python. Now, Codex has the power to transpile my quicksort in Python language to other languages like Ruby, PHP, etc. Transpilation is similar to translation. For example, a translator translates sentences from English to Turkish. Codex transpiles code from Python to Ruby. Apart from helping to develop applications from scratch, Codex has also made it possible to build a natural language interface for the existing applications. Codex has also been used for explaining code and refactoring code. Refactoring is the process of improving the structure of the code without affecting the output. No-code tools are currently the fastest emerging technologies. Codex definitely holds a distinct place in the list of no-code tools. Codex empowers computers to better understand people's intent in their own natural language. Thus, computers no longer require a programming language to understand the instructions given by humans. Codex empowers people with little to no coding knowledge to develop software applications. We can expect even more diverse range of software products and applications from non-programmers coming from different other fields and industries. Ideas can now be easily developed into products with the help of Codex. All these complex work of developing software applications is done by the Codex with a simple call to the Codex API. API stands for Application Programming Interface. To summarize, you just have to give instructions in English language and the Codex API will generate the corresponding working code, execute it, and produce the output. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The first step is always the hardest. Today, I have taken that first step and uploaded a video on YouTube for the first time. I hope you found this video useful. I'll be uploading more such useful and interesting videos. I warmly welcome your feedbacks and suggestions. I also encourage you to believe in yourself and take that first step in your life, which will lead to a better and brighter future. This is Sri Lakshmi signing off, wishing you a healthy, happy, and peaceful life. Thank you. Take care. See you soon.